Jarrod, good to see you.
How are you, mate? Okay?
Yeah, good. Keeping well?
All good, mate. All good.
Jarrod, it's hard to know where to start, really. An incredible year, lift a trophy in Europe, England call up, and then become a father of twins. You've had it all going on.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a whirlwind. Finds out my girlfriend was pregnant, and then finds out again that she was pregnant with twins, because it was a bit of a mix-up. We thought we was having one child.
Oh, really? Yeah. It's a good surprise, though.
It ended up being two, yeah. In the May, they came, and then a few weeks later lifted the trophy in Prague. So mental year. Life's changed, but obviously for the better, and you know they're here now.
How have you found the adjustments? Are you getting enough sleep?
Yeah, trying to get as much sleep as I can. I think the lucky thing for me, probably my girlfriend as well, was it was the off season their first few weeks, so I kind of didn't have to get up for training, or I was home and I was around. So I actually enjoyed doing the night feeds, and I think until you have your own babies, it's hard to put into words how special the feeling is. It's a bit of a madhouse sometimes, but it's changed for the better.
This is the best day of my life. I've never seen anything like it. It's the best. And there's beer!
I had a few months to reflect, but taking it back to Prague, surely it's everyone's dream to score a goal like that in a cup final.
Yeah, I think a last-minute winner to score in any game is special, but I think to do it in a cup final especially is... I don't think you could have wrote a better script. It just felt like slow motion, watching the ball hit the back of the net. As soon as that whistle went, I just collapsed to the floor, because you don't know what to do in that situation. Yeah, really special way to end the season.
From an England perspective, what was it like going St George's Park and wearing the three lions for the first time? Because that is honestly like it's the pinnacle, isn't it? It's what you dream of.
Yeah, totally different. Going to St George's, and I think I've ever been to St George's. Having your little nameplate on your room and stuff. I took a picture of that, got that saved on my phone, sent that to my old man, my mum as well. They was made up with it. So it's just like the little things like that, putting the top on and then singing the national anthem. That was a real pinch me moment, and I can remember I had goosebumps the whole time through it. And I remember I had Deck one side and Mace the other side, and I could just feel them, holding me tight, because they knew how much it meant to me at the time. So yeah, it was a really special moment, especially that first cap.
This summer, a few changes. You mentioned Declan there. How well do you think this group has adapted already to fill a big gap with him moving on?
Yeah, I think it was always going to be tough when Deck left, because he was such a big character, not just on the pitch but around the place as well. He'd been here for so long, and I think people were probably glad in the end that the saga that came to the end, because it felt like every transfer window it was, is Deck going, is Deck not going? And I think the way that we finished in the summer with him captaining the side to a European trophy for the first time in 50 years, I think everything worked out perfectly.
Do you ever get a chance to reflect on just how far you've come from Hereford to lifting a European trophy?
Not really. I love playing football, and I'm just in a privileged position that I just enjoy every day as it comes. It's probably more that my family that tell me about how far I've come, and where I started and where I am now. So probably when I retire, I'll probably look back and say where I did come from, where I was playing, to where I am now and into the future.
Jarrod, we're going to play football focus first. I'm going to ask you some questions, and you just got to tell me the first thing that comes to mind. First choice of job if you weren't a professional footballer?
I like architect stuff.
I did not expect that.
Yeah, I like watching interior design stuff, like grand designs and things like that. I think having that as a job, and designing houses and coming up with plans and drawings would be really good.
First player when you moved to the Premier League that you just were next to on a pitch and thought, wow.
I wanted to play Man United for Hull.
Yeah.
And it was when Pogba and Zlatan were there.
That's silly.
And Pogba was just running the show, and then Zlatan up front was just, I thought, wow, this guy's a joke.
Next one's a big one. First feelings when you were going to meet the in-laws? Because yours is tough too.
Yeah, scary.
yours is a scary one.
Felt like I was about that big.
Yeah.
I remember it was around bonfire night, and they had a party, and I went round and they was all drinking and having Chinese, and I remember I took my little food from football in a little plastic container, had chicken and rice and veg and a little bottle of water. And that was the first time. They must have thought, God, this guy's a weirdo.
Was it like a handshake or a hug situation?
I think it was a hug.
Ah, so you're
Big
all
Dan's
right.
Quite affectionate, yeah. So he'd rather just give you a hug rather than shake your hand. Yeah, and that settled it a lot. Probably our mum I was more scared of.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they both welcomed me, and I think with open arms.